What's up, y'all? It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I really just want to talk to y'all about ascendance. I'm at a point where God said, "You've made it." I went to the Chinese restaurant, and this is what they gave me. It says, "You will be honored with prestigious prize or reward. You will be honored with a prestigious prize or reward." And then the other one says, "Others can help you now," meaning that my trial is over and I can gain assistance. This one says, "You will be rewarded for being a good listener," because I've always had to listen my whole life, never getting my chance to speak. And the thing about it is that both of the fortunes that had reward, both fortunes that had a reward connected to it were in the same font. This is the only one that was different. And this one says, "Others can help you now." And in the order that I took them out, this one came in last. So God is like, "You're ready," because you finally admitted what you could let go. My skin is looking shiny. I want to know why. Nubian Love. Shea butter. Whipped shea butter. I think I need to talk to you all outside in the rain. I love the rain, especially when I smoke. But I want to talk to you about, the negative energies trying to take you over when it knows you're close. Look at all this. I will show you all, but I'll make it. And it's cold. And I know this is the right time for Satan to use one of his little magical powers and get me sick. So I'm gonna stay like I am in the warmness that I've been grateful to have. Let me start my day with a conversation with you all about God. Where are my books? My devotional books. I haven't seen them in a while. Hold on. I can't find it, but it is what it is. I'm just going to speak from the heart and roll this up while we speak. So, I'm at a point in my life where I'm at a huge crossroads. Brilliance. I'm at a huge crossroads, and God has said, "You're in the winning state." That's what He keeps telling me. You're in the winning state. And for those that like to take road trips and travel, when you enter a state and you finally get to your destination, and you're in that state, and you call someone and you say, "Oh, where you at?" "Oh yeah, I just dropped in Maryland." That doesn't mean you're at their home yet. You're just in the state. Welcome to the state. Put any state that you want. Welcome to California. Welcome to Tennessee. Welcome to Georgia, unfortunately. Welcome to, let me not take that back. I was going to take it back because it sounds a bit rude, but the South still has a spirit upon it that needs to be eradicated. But, yeah, wherever state you enter, once you're in that state, it says welcome to the state because it's trying to engage boundary and block off territory. That's why they say welcome to the state. They're trying to tell you that you're in a new territory. You're in a new boundary. So when God told me today, I was taking a shower. He said, "You're in the winning state." But just because you're in the state doesn't mean you're safe because you haven't got to the destination yet. You're just in the state of winning. Being in the state of winning doesn't mean you've actually won. You get what I'm saying? Just because you're in Hollywood does not mean you're seen in the public eye. You're just in Hollywood. You haven't been on TV sets. You haven't been publicized. You haven't performed. No one knows who you are, what you can do, but you're in the state of that environment. And God told me you had to get rid of all of it. In order to get to a new state, you got to leave Atlanta, Georgia. But now you're ready to actually do it. You've learned what you needed to learn, and you're ready to jump ship, but you're already in the state of winning. Don't fall behind. Don't fall backwards. Because this is what the enemy wants. It wants you to be in the state of winning and take a flight back to the state of losing. Because you're still not at the destination yet. So what I want to tell you is that everything about yesterday happened, it was so real. And God said it wasn't real enough because you low key forgot about it. Your feelings aren't attached to it. That's why it was doing all it could do to destroy you in a way where you would drop it all and say, "Man, F this, I ain't doing it no more." But you're too deep in. You're in the winning state. And that's why it rained today. Because rain cleanses. Once you reach a transitional state, it's usually going to rain. I'm at a point where I'm grateful for everything. Even for this, I have this hip pain that's still existing. God said it's part of the trade-off. You wasn't going to get here like unharmed. Just because you're winning doesn't mean, like, just because you go to war and you come back, just because you're alive doesn't mean you're not harmed. You're still human. But from this point on, in winning state, you don't have to go to war anymore. You don't have to be harmed anymore because you've already won. It's just that what I had to go through was so severe. I question why people even want to win in the first place. But that's why it's so severe, because no one actually gets there and lives to tell the story. People usually get there, die, try, die, get halfway, die, fourth of the way, die, 3/4 of the way, die. No one really gets there in the righteous way and stays alive. This world will look new in 20 years. They say they built Dubai in 20 years. Saudi Arabia did all that in 20 years. The world will be built new in 20 years. All of this Hollywood, all of this, everything will be irrelevant. We'll look back like, what? Yeah, exactly. And it's unfortunate that no one's telling us this because no one wants us to actually change. J. Cole uh, doing trunk sales. Brent Fires selling CDs. This is because Hollywood is falling and they're not getting paid no more. They're making it appear as if they're close to the consumer. Oh, I'm really down to earth. No, they need your money. And the labels aren't backing and helping them distribute, advertise, promote. It's just them now. And it's sad because they'll never tell you. They all work for the system still. They're just independent or trying to gain their independence. This is the world we live in. If God really told you what this world was and you could understand it as an infant, like if you had an adult mind as an infant and he said, this is what the world is, do you want to die / go back with me or continue? How many people would say, let me go back home? If God said, this is the world here, do you want to fight my fight? How many people would say, no, I'm good? Really think about that. Even myself, sometimes I say, what if I didn't have this life? But at the same time, I'd be living a falsified life. And what I've realized about myself, it's not about what you attain, what I attain. If I'm seen, famous, this, that, it's about, are you living a truthful life? This life is fake. Everything about it is fake. And people don't care. That's the point. I don't want to be born into a fake world if I'm real. Take me to a real world. They call it The Real World. Remember that show? And it was all fake. The whole show was written. They called it reality TV and it's fake TV. You see how the devil will alter reality? All he do is turn it upside down and you believe it. Oh, I love that show. You know it was fake. What's the difference? Because fake shows, they tell you it's fake. They say fictional. This one, they say is real and it's fake and you believe it's real. And then they tell you that it's fake and you still watch it. God said, give them the real. That'll produce your true reality. Your mission is to give them real. That's what it is. And that's why I can win, because I'm going to be winning silently, alone, solo. He said, many won't want to understand you. They will understand you. They won't want to understand you, because then now they're going to have to admit what you admitted years ago, and they're not ready. He said, still do it. And that's why I have so much detachment with women and blacks, because those are the only two entities that are on a level of delusion so crazy, it'll make you want to blow your brains out, because it's like, that's because those are the two entities that are most traumatized by the earth. I mean, let me not say that, by the world, not the earth. The women, she don't even know who the fuck she is because she's confused all the time, because the world has destroyed her image. She don't even know who to be, and she don't even know who to ask for guidance to know who to be. The black people, same thing. They didn't get their spirit taken away. They don't even know their identity. They don't know their heritage. So they're the ability to even want to grow what? Grow where? Too many questions. Now my head hurt. I'd rather just live in suffering. That's where we are. I'd rather just live watching comedy movies and laughing, because laughing is easier than the reality, which is will bring tears to your eyes. we're at a point where we have to show the world what is real. And that's why I realized, God said, have 4 views. At least it's 4. 4 people understanding that what you're saying. Have 4 views and be grateful that no one really knows who you are, so you can speak your mind freely. Imagine yourself have 100,000 views, 2 million views, 6 million views. You can't even talk the same way because now the algorithm know who you are. Be grateful that you're unseen until you're ready to be seen. Until God wants you to be seen. Be grateful. Yesterday, I was so turned up. I've never had my energy that shifted. And God said, because you're about to go up and they can feel it. This environment does not want you to grow because it feels like you left it behind, but you're not from here. So you left nothing behind. You need to go where you were supposed to go from the beginning. From the very beginning, when you got here, you had a mission to go somewhere and you never went because I needed you to do the homework here. Now that you've done the homework, you can leave. Save your money up, do right by your finances, your mind, your spirit, your soul, and go. I'm on a whole new mission now. I'm on a whole new mission now. And I see it. No more weed, no more women. And it's not because I don't like weed and women. It's because I know that they're preventing me from going to that place. No more black people. They're preventing me from going to that place. No more society. Not even no more YouTube. You feel me? If I'm not uploading, I'm not watching it because I need to really lock in and focus. I understand it now. When I tell you yesterday the demons was out, but the shift is happening. There's going to be a solar eclipse on the 17th. It's going crazy. I already know. God wants me to finally speak my piece. He said, you're ready, my child, my son, you're ready. You're finally ready because you finally get it. No one is on your side. Not even these spiritual people. They already got shit going on in their life. No one is on your side. You're in this alone. It's me and you. That's it. That's what I got you. Because who wants to believe that? You didn't build billions of people and no one's friends? Who wants to believe that? I was so in denial and so naive to the reality of what God wanted me to see because he knew if we really understood the truth, we would go crazy or go out here like these white people go kill people. We'd be out here going crazy. But when God gives you the level of subtlety, a subtle emotion, a subtle rage, a subtle feeling, when he allows you to be more meditative in your state, you're not at rage all the time. I'm naturally never even angry. That's the whole point. I was about to spaz out yesterday. And God said, this ain't even you. This is the environment trying to create you to be something that you're not. Because it knows where you're going. It don't know exactly where you're going, but it knows you're going somewhere that's not here no more. God said, keep the vibes up. Don't tell nobody nothing. Don't tell no one nothing. Just continue on, and continue making your dream come true each and every day because it alters the reality of your reality. It alters the reality of the collective reality. When you make a choice to change each and every day, I'll give you an example. If a woman wants to truly get married, after she talks to God, no more fucking with some of her girlfriends. They gotta go. Some of the men she hang with, they gotta go. Some of the men she fucking on gotta go. Some of the men that she thinks is friends that she fuck, like situationships, all of it gotta go. God will create a new reality in that same time and say, oh yeah, you're changing. You're changing even though you can't see a change. Let me give you something. After that, he's going to shift your life. Not what you want, but enough to make you know that it's working. He might make you move. He might make you quit a job. You'll find another gem, another puzzle piece. And he'll say, closer, closer. That's how he does it. And eventually you'll say, breadcrumbs. Oh, left, right, and then you'll add it up. Before you know it, you're there. But you got to see the patterns. You got to see the signs and know that they're real. Otherwise, why do it? Why do it if you don't believe what's happening? They might not be extravagant signs. They're subtle on purpose so Satan won't know what it is. God is speaking a secret language with you. And only you understand it, and he likes it like that. It's very intimate. People say, how you know this? Because he told me. How you think I know that? But people don't have that conversation with God. People don't have that relationship with God, so he don't never talk to them like that. I was apprehensive to posting all these videos until today. Because yesterday I was still going through it a little bit. I took a bath, weeds, I smoked, none of it worked. Until I lit some sage and really just spoke to God, then it all went away. God is telling me the weed, the women, the music, the vibes, none of it will work. It's only me. Because what are you going to do when things get uglier? Still devote yourself and still depend on these things? You're not. Only thing you need to be dependent on is me. Everything else is codependency. You don't need women until you find the right one, right ones. You don't need homies until you find the right ones. You don't need nothing. You don't need weed, food, none of that. It's all fake anyway. Until you find the right ones. God will make you feel alone your whole life. Until you find your tribe that is truly meant for you. They will never betray you, never lie to you, never unlove you. Once you find your tribe, you're complete. Other than that, you're abandoned. That's why he says we're a lost people. For we lack the knowledge of who we are. Once you know who you are, you can walk straight to your family, which is your tribe. The word family wasn't even created back then. It was all tribe. The European got you so cognitive dissonant, fucked up in the mind, you don't even know what's going on. If I complete anything beyond my art, beyond all this, it's so I can know the truth. That's it. That's all I want to do is know the truth.